Every day when we are scrolling in social media, we must run into some inspiring videos with a person doing some powerful speech. So much powerful that it got all our attention and we couldn't skip it. So we watch it over and over and we end up sharing it in all our social media. I mean, what is the secret behind these people? Do they got these powerful skills by coincidence? Or they must have been to the same university? In our Creative Thoughts number 3, we'll find out the secret. One day, I was hanging out in Concordia University downtown in Montreal, and I noticed one class that had some really cool vibes. The door was open and there was a big board next to it that says Toastmaster International Club. Out of curiosity, I told myself, let's Google this, and I found out that this is a non-profit educational organization that teach public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. And the headquarters is in Colorado, USA. The organization now has a 280,000 member and more than 14,700 clubs in 144 countries. So I told myself, let's bump into it. So I entered the class and I sat down there really quietly and I was just observing. And in that historical day, I found out the secret. That this club was one of the main reasons behind all these inspiring speakers. So I signed up immediately with them. And after 1 month of attending their weekly meetings, I got the chance to do my first prepared speech, which they call it the icebreaker. And now, for the first time in my social media, I will reveal something about my personal life.
I just got the visa I've always wanted to, and I just booked my flight ticket, and I'm moving to the other side of the world for a few years, and nothing gonna change my mind.
Is learning to communicate effectively. A lot of people don't know how to do that, and Toastmasters can totally prepare you to speak effectively and concisely within time, and as well, it structures your thoughts.
That's what I told my father 1 year ago before coming to Canada, back in my home in Saudi Arabia, where I was born and raised there. Who here has a strict father? Raise your hand if you have a strict father. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put all your fathers together, you'll get my father, to be honest. Like, really, my father is so strict that I used to wake up every day by hearing just his footsteps walking toward my room. Tick, tock, tick. That was my daily alarm, you know. So my father was really shocked that he started investigating me in a real aggressive way. You know, like, what the hell? Why the hell did you decide that? And why on earth it's Canada? And so many painful questions that I cannot mention here because I think it's gonna be inappropriate to say it. Some people are gonna get offended. So
the best part about it is that it contributes to my dream and my desire to change and help the world. This place is a beautiful tool to use to do that.
I had to come really clear with him. I'm like, Father, you know that I've graduated as a software engineer. And you know that was the biggest mistake of my life because that wasn't my passion. And thankfully, I have found my passion, which is to be a digital nomad, specialized in creative fine art photography and content creation. Now, saying that back in my home, you know, will make you look like a real joke. Like, for real, like, people back in my home is not adjusting the whole idea of freelancing and being, like, self-employed. I mean, you come up with this creative fine art photo. I'm like, what the hell is that? What kind of art is that? Like, sorry, son, like, does it pay bills? Like, this kind of things, like.
And the best part is that when you learn to structure your speeches and you do your intro and your body and your conclusion, for the rest of your life, you will speak that way. A eulogy, a wedding speech, anything, it will have that structure. It stays with you. And then you start to think that way and it reshapes the whole way you communicate.
So instead of me staying there, suffering from all this kind of nonsense or trying to change my society mentality about what I do, why not moving to another society where all kind of arts are appreciated? And more important, all humans are welcome, regardless their gender, religion, their ethnicities, whatsoever.
I've learned so many tools that I use not only in speech but in life, like the pause. Pause in communication is extremely important. You pause not only for effect, for drama, but in real life, you pause to reflect. And that teaches you not only communication, but life skills.
So my father replied me, he said, son, you have a 5-year experience in digital marketing and advertisements. You have tons of loyal clients and you're making a decent income here. Now you're throwing all this to the trash and you're moving to the other side of the world to start from the bottom again? Are you out of your mind? Do you think the life is so pinkish there? Immigrants there will suffer from all kind of low-budget jobs and get ready to wash dishes in the restaurants, and I'm telling you, and I dare you, to make the same income you used to make here, there.
The fact that everybody's here trying to help each other out, I find there's like a really good positive spirit, and we're having fun.
So I said really confident to him, challenge accepted. And here I am 1 year later, standing in front of you guys. And here are some few updates about that challenge. For the first 6 months, going out every day, discovering this country, capturing all the city attractions, posting daily content about how great, how beautiful is this country. And for the first time of my life, after 5 years of hustling on my social media, my account got blown up. I gained around more than 300K followers on all my social media. And it became my main source of income. And the more important thing, with all due respect to all kind of jobs, I never wash dishes. Like for real, not even my house dishes. Because, you know, I have a dishwasher and this is, I swear to God, this is the best invention ever. Like it saves a lot of times and I know, right?
Probably in high school, I had to give a speech during an assembly in front of teachers and faculty and about 300 students. And I did it flawlessly and everybody was very impressed and they couldn't believe that this 16-year-old could speak like that. And it was because of Toastmasters.
So in conclusion, I still didn't nail the challenge yet because my income is still unstable and the upcoming days are really seem a little bit risky for me. But isn't it this what makes the life more interesting? More adventurous? I mean, it's like watching a TV show that you never predict the ending. So for my father out there, I would just thank him for that challenge because I know he didn't challenge me just to watch me lose and fail and go back home to him and, you know, he giving me that I told you so face, you know, that face. He challenged me just to give me that adrenaline rush, you know, that adrenaline, that strong dose of motivations that wakes you every day and forces you to chase your dream. That's why he challenged me and I'm really thankful for it. And for all of you out there, I know you didn't choose your country, you didn't choose your ethnicity, society, but if there is one thing you really could choose, is to decide whether to continue the cycle or to break it.
And here comes the best part. You see all these papers? These are all evaluation forms from all the members and guests there. And more importantly, you get evaluated from an experienced member that has no less than 5 years in public speaking. And lucky me, my evaluator that day was the president of the club.
I liked his opening with the passport, yes, but the thing about how strict is your father. Oh, your body language was very good. I like the thing about the footsteps, how you used, even though it was a sound, how you used your hands for the footsteps and all that sort of thing like that.
I love the fact that I met incredible people, friends now, and it's a lovely environment to practice English and just to also be yourself in a new country, in a new environment.
Raman has excellent eye contact. I like how you come into the audience, but I would suggest you start back here and then maybe work your way forward as you come to, help spread your story. I loved also your vocal variety. You have excellent vocal variety. I could feel your passion.
It has given me the confidence and the leadership skills that I have acquired for all the years that I have been with Toastmasters.
I would say one thing, you stumble a little sometimes in your words, but what I loved was you realized it and you self-corrected without any sort of, oh my goodness, or excuse me or something. You just repeated the word and went on. And that is wonderful.
I think the best thing is It's a great place to challenge yourself. I have a huge fear of public speaking, and it's helped me sort of face that fear and work on that and get better at public speaking.
I like some of the things you said. A TV show that never ends or is not predictable. That's a great way, define your life. And at the end, to contribute, to continue the cycle or to break it. So I love how you brought in the idea that your father challenged you. I'm sure, of course, he was very sad to see you leave your home. You realize that challenge has made you what you are today. I want to say thank you for sharing your story about leaving your homeland and coming here with a new challenge. And I look forward to hearing more from you.
Pushing myself to go out of my comfort zone and to really practice to talk in public in bigger groups, something that I'm not used to, and it makes me nervous, but I feel that every time I come it makes me a little bit more comfortable and just to get familiar with that kind of feeling.
And at the end of our creative thought, I would like to remind you that this club has branches in all over the world. So if you log into their website, you can find the nearest one around you. And the registration fees are so reasonable. But the amount of skills and values that you're going to gain from it is literally tremendous. And it will be the best investment that you have ever did in your personal life to become a better communicator, content creator, and more importantly, an influencer. That was your boy Ramanography, and that was Creative Thought number 3. We'll see you next week at the next thought, and peace.
Oh my God. Look at my white hair.
Yeah.
You're so funny. My next goal is to compete again next year, but to get further, because I only went to the divisions, but I'd like to go to the area and then eventually the finals.
That was the champion Dibi. Guys, stay tuned for her final debate.
And I consider them almost like my family here. So this is what I like about this club.
That was Sandra, by the way. Share and like and subscribe. Comment down below. Yeah. And follow the Toastmaster. What is Concordia here?
Join us every Monday in Concordia.
Because we are really a Monday family.
Yes.